1, 2, 3, 4. I wanna tell you in my sleep that you inspire me. I wanna paint you in a corner colored gray.
I mean, I was always a freak. I was always different. I always felt like I was different than everybody else. And I had a weird family environment. My grandma was like crazy, psychotic religious, you know. She's a good woman, good heart, but she's a bit misguided in a lot of ways. So it was hard. I mean, I was kind of isolated in that environment with, you know, raised by women, my mom and my grandma. It's a record about growing up. I guess I often cite that age 28 or just late 20s is tough, I think, for people, because, you know, you don't have that umbrella or that shield that up anymore after a while that says I'm a kid, I can still get away with shit, you know. You have to start being accountable. And so then inevitably I think you start questioning your existence and death and life and who the fuck do I want to be. And Lucid Dream is kind of a coming to peace with that, accepting who and what you are, and I think that's why the album works the way it is, because it's really one sentiment, and that's just growing up and realizing your own mortality, realizing that your flaws make you better, and flaws make you who you are. I was able to bring Ed Tinley on board, who I thought was the digital brain, and raise the analog brain. And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. And we got to know each other, and we got to appreciate, you know, each other's talents. Ed is like the ultimate kind of purist, like less is more. And Ray is too, actually. He got it. He understood. And that was the most important thing, that the three of us were on the same page. Even though we had disagreements, we were on the same page as far as sensibility, where we saw the record, what it was going to try to accomplish. But it's an intro, you know, it's an introduction to what I do. I like the record, but it's kind of 1 or 2 speeds, whereas my next record's probably going to be like a 5-speed. Actually, my other grandma on my dad's side was kind of like she had a farm and a place where I could go and get away from all the madness in the big city of Ottawa, which was 17,000 people. So I go out to the farm, and she had an old farmhouse and a bunch of guitars laying around and stuff, and piano. And I used to get into that, and my aunt Dolores had a bunch of old Beatles records and stuff, and so when I first heard the Beatles, I was probably about 7 or 8 years old. And it was like Magical Mystery Tour, you know.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's when a songwriter really feels comfortable, is when he taps into that kind of human condition, or the, you know, I mean, that's when art's at its best, when you're just channeling that humanity, you know, that general sense of the human experience. And so a lot of that is what drives me and inspires me to create, is just tapping into that. And there's a lot of times when I don't tap into it necessarily, and I just have fun. And there's a couple of those songs on there, but a lot of the songs are very meaningful and spiritual kind of songs to me, because they help me through a lot of dark times. But then the next record is a lot more, I think, I don't want to say fun, because I think Lucid Dream has some fun stuff on it melodically. But I think the next record is going to explore more rhythm, complex rhythms, and more aggressive and cathartic and a little bit uglier. I think Lucid Dream's a very pretty record, but it doesn't showcase, you know, the other side of me, which is aggressive and angst-ridden. There's a lot of passion and creativity going on and character in these guys, and a lot of soul. I mean, we're all kind of finding ourselves and finding our voices. I guess I would take on the role as the leader as far as, you know, searching out the musical kind of genre or style we're going to go off in, and then everyone else kind of contributes, and it becomes this strange four-headed beast. And I like that. You know, that's not all I want to do, because I do enjoy the singer-songwriter stuff, which is more the Lucid Dream material. It's stuff I wrote entirely and pretty much saw through to the finish. But this new stuff is a lot more collaborative and a lot more, you know, I reach out to them and say, give me some of your, you know, input. Put some soul into this. And they usually don't disappoint. So it's fun. I just want to have a whole lot of authentic experiences. Traveling, meeting people. I just want to be busy, meet a lot of cool people. And I want to, you know, grow as a performer and get to that place where, you know, I'm playing every day and touching people every day. Not literally. Well, you know, that could happen too, I guess.